Hi everybody, this is David Zen, and I was with Mary, and we were unscripted, and we were very unscripted because I lost my power, my computer went down. But as you can see, I'm unscripted here, live in Jerusalem from the Austrian hospice. I'm hearing through my text messages that Mary told you folks some jokes, and I'm sure she thought they were very funny. We'll add a laugh track and enhance them a little bit. I'm sure she claimed a W. Let me show you where we are here. We are in the heart of the old city of Jerusalem. And we are right on, our hotel, the balcony is right on the Via Dolorosa. And if I can do this correctly. Okay. What you are looking at over here, it's not focused that well, but that cross up there, that cross there is on the top of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. That's where Jesus was crucified. Calvary is in there, and that's where the tomb is. And I'm not sure what that tower is there, but as we look around here, right across the street in the shadows, you can see a minaret. We'll have to do this in the daytime for you. And as I come down over here, probably one of the more famous landmarks of Jerusalem. If I can do this without falling out the window, you can see, you see a dark dome there. That is a local church, and behind the local church, you should be able to see a gold dome, and that gold dome is the Dome of the Rock up on the Temple Mount. So here we are, and below, you can see the street. That's part of the Via Dolorosa, which is the walk that Jesus took on Good Friday with the cross, heading from the Temple Mount area and heading towards Calvary. We've been here for, I guess, 4 days now. We spent today up in the, today we spent in the Sea of Galilee area. And what did we see there at the Sea of Galilee? First thing we did, we went to a place called Corsi, which is a site that I've never been to. And that's where Jesus cast the demons out of the man who was possessed, and his name was Legends, because he had so many demons, and he cast them into a herd of swine. And they ran over a cliff into the Sea of Galilee. It was very interesting. There's a Byzantine church there that was built in like 400, 500 AD. So we got the remains of that church. And there's a pretty steep cliff there, but it's not like right on the edge of the Sea of Galilee. And then we went a little further down the road, and there is a much steeper cliff that some people claim was the site. But at any rate, we were on the far side of the Sea of Galilee, which does fit the biblical description. And then this afternoon, we went up to Mount Tabor, which is one of the earlier sites of claiming for the site of the Transfiguration, which I believe is the gospel reading for next week, the last Sunday of Epiphany. I might be wrong with that, and we may have done it already. I'm getting mixed up in these things. So let's see if we had originally intended to have our guide with us the show, along with Pam and my sister Susan. Now that we made it into the old city and we've got some spotty internet connection here, we decided to go ahead with this. He went home for the evening. I asked him if he had any jokes that we can drop on Mary. And, he did give me one that I will relay. One was a rabbi, and we're going to save that one for Mary. But this one, I'll tell you this one. This one was a rabbi who ends up having a lot of money and very successful. And he's in New York City, I believe it was. He decides to send his one of his sons to Jerusalem to experience Judaism right here in the Holy City. And the son comes. It costs his father a lot of money, spends a lot of time here. But he ends up converting to Christianity, which is the father's not too happy about. The son goes back to the United States to convert to Christian. So he decides he's got another son, so he does the same thing with that son. And the second son comes here to the Holy City, to Jerusalem. He studies for a while, and he converts to Christianity. He goes back home after several years, and the father, who's a rabbi, very distressed, he prays to God. He says, "God, how could you let this happen? I'm a devoted Jew, and I sent both of my sons to Jerusalem to further study and to deepen their faith." And the rabbi continues on his prayers. He says, "I just don't understand this. You got to tell me what's going on." All of a sudden, the voice comes down. My son, you don't understand. I too, 2,000 years ago, sent my son to Jerusalem. And look what they did to him. A little applause in the background there. So hopefully Mary approves that. We will put that in without asking her. We did have another story to tell. What was the other story, Susan?
Sea of Galilee.
Oh, the one that I told. Well, we'll tell you on Eve's other joke. So this is from our tour guide. So this takes place in the Sea of Galilee, where we just were today. So a rabbi, a priest, and a Muslim imam are out on a boat. And a storm comes along. Things are getting a little shaky out there as they can. And the priest says, "You know what? If Jesus can walk on water, and I believe hard enough, I can do this. I can walk to the shore. I just have to believe hard enough." So the priest gets out, bing, 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 bing. He walks right on top of the water and gets to the shore. The rabbi's kind of astounded. He goes, "Wow, that's pretty amazing." He says, "If the Christian could do it, I'm a Jew, and here I am. This is my homeland. I should be able to do this too." So the rabbi gets out of the boat, takes a whole bunch of steps, and he walks right across the top of the water and gets to the shore. So the Muslim imam goes, "Oh my gosh," he says, "if the priest can do this, and the rabbi can do it, I certainly can do this." So the Muslim imam steps out of the boat. He sinks right to the bottom, and he's never heard from him again. So the priest and the rabbi are sitting there on the shore. He said, "Boy, that's too bad. Dude. Maybe we should have told him where those stones were." That's from our guy, Jenny. So I don't know what you can see here in the background. This camera's adapting it all, but we'll just kind of recap here. The big light up here, try and get my finger. That's the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. where Jesus was crucified and buried. And then we'll swing around here. You should be able to see the Dome of the Rock, which is a bunch of lights here. The Dome of the Rock should be up in here somewhere. And then way off in the distance over here, you can see the Alaska Mosque, also up on the Temple Mount. So with that, we'll sign off Unscripted for now, and we'll work out some better connections. We'll hook up with Mary again next week. In the meantime, everyone have a blessed week, and we'll be watching online, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. And that's no joke. I got some